Welcome back to my channel, Passive Rise. I'm really happy to see you all again. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful and practical skills you can learn in the world of business and communication. How to design a professional presentation and pitch deck that actually persuades people and makes them believe in your message. Whether you're creating a deck for fundraising, for a sales meeting, or even for internal corporate communication, what I am about to share will help you craft presentations that truly stand out and make an impact. Let us begin with something most people completely misunderstand. A great pitch deck isn't about the number of slides you have. It's about how clearly and confidently you tell your story. Every presentation is a story at its core, and your job as the presenter is to guide your audience through that story in a way that feels natural, logical, and inspiring. Think of your presentation like a movie. Every slide is a new scene that adds emotion, clarity, or suspense to your message. You want your audience to not only understand your idea, but to feel why it matters. Before you start designing slides, always take a step back and study your audience. Ask yourself, who are they? What problems do they care about? What motivates them? And what kind of tone or examples will connect best with them? For investors, focus on opportunity and potential. For customers, highlight results and value. For your internal team, emphasize clarity and purpose. When you build empathy with your audience, you speak their language, and when people feel understood, they trust you faster and listen longer. Now, structure is everything. A great presentation is built like a great story. It flows smoothly from start to finish. You begin with a strong introduction that captures attention immediately. Then you define the problem clearly so your audience feels the need for a solution. Once that connection is made, you reveal your solution and explain what makes it different or better than what is already out there. After that, present your business model, market opportunity, traction, and your team. And if you're pitching for funding, include your financials and your ask. The goal is to create a natural progression that makes your message easy to follow and hard to forget. A good structure gives your presentation rhythm and purpose. Without it, even great ideas fall flat. Structure helps the audience move emotionally and mentally from curiosity to belief. You want them to start by asking, "Why does this matter?" and end by saying, "This makes perfect sense. I believe in it." That's the real power of structure. Now let's talk about design. Design is not just about making slides look pretty, it's about making them communicate clearly. Simplicity is key. Use clean fonts, avoid too many colors, and give your content room to breathe. White space is just as powerful as text. It allows your audience's eyes to rest and focus. Use visuals that support your story instead of distracting from it. A single image that captures emotion is far stronger than 5 decorative ones that mean nothing. When choosing colors, stick to 2 or 3 main tones that reflect your brand or mood. For business decks, blues and grays feel trustworthy and professional. For creative industries, bright accent colors can create excitement. But no matter what you choose, make sure your slides are easy to read and visually balanced. And remember, design consistency builds credibility. Every font, image, and color should feel like it belongs together. Let's move on to data visualization, because this is where many presentations lose their audience. Data is powerful, but when you show too much, people stop paying attention. Instead of dumping a spreadsheet on a slide, turn your data into clear visuals. Use bar graphs to compare results, line charts to show growth, and pie charts to show proportions. Highlight only what's important. Use color contrast or bold text to draw attention to the key figures that support your message. The secret to powerful data storytelling is context. Don't just say your revenue grew by 40%. Explain why. What caused that growth? What does it mean for your audience or your business? When you connect data with meaning, it becomes memorable. People won't remember every number, but they'll remember the story those numbers told. Consistency plays a huge role in making your presentation feel polished. Every slide should look like part of the same family. Use one font family, one color scheme, and similar layouts. Consistency creates a sense of professionalism and trust. It shows that you pay attention to detail, and that makes people take your message more seriously. Even small things like alignment, spacing, and uniform icon style make a big difference in how professional your slides appear. Beyond visuals, your tone must also stay consistent. If your first slides feel confident and energetic, don't suddenly drop into a dull or rushed ending. Keep your flow natural but engaging throughout the presentation. You can change your pace to emphasize key points, but maintain the same energy and belief in your message until the last slide. Now, one of the most powerful aspects of any pitch deck is emotional connection. Numbers and logic convince the brain, but emotion moves the heart. If you can make your audience feel something, excitement, hope, or even empathy, you've already won half the battle. You can do this by telling stories. Share real examples of people affected by the problem you're resolving or how your idea has already made a difference. These human touches make your presentation memorable. Emotion doesn't mean being dramatic. It means being real. Use visuals that show people, stories that feel authentic, and tone that sounds human. When your presentation has heart, people stop just listening. They start relating. And that's the kind of connection that gets results. Now, let's talk about delivery. Your design and story are only half the work. The other half is how you present it. Speak with confidence, but stay humble. Your voice, posture, and energy shape how people perceive your message. Maintain eye contact if you read in person or look directly at the camera if you read online. Speak at a steady pace, not too fast, not too slow, and don't be afraid to pause. A few seconds of silence after an important point can make it land with much more impact. Practice is everything. Record yourself a few times and pay attention to your tone and rhythm. Do you sound confident? Are you explaining clearly? The more you practice, the more natural your delivery will feel. Remember, great presenters aren't born confident. They prepare so much that confidence becomes second nature. If you're pitching to investors, always keep in mind that they see hundreds of decks every month. You have only a few minutes to grab their attention. Lead with a clear, exciting message. State your problem and solution quickly, then back it up with strong data and results. Show them you understand your market better than anyone else. Keep your deck short, sharp, and visually appealing. A great investor pitch should feel exciting, but also trustworthy. Investors back people, not just ideas. For internal corporate presentations, the goal changes slightly. You're not trying to raise money, you're trying to align your team. Focus on clarity and direction. Highlight achievements, acknowledge challenges, and outline next steps. Use visuals to simplify reports and help everyone see the bigger picture. A well-designed internal deck can boost morale, reinforce goals, and make your team feel more united and inspired. To really sharpen your presentation skills, study the best. Look at how big companies like Airbnb, Uber, and Canva designed their early pitch decks. They didn't overload slides with information. They used simplicity and clarity to communicate confidence. They knew exactly what to say and what to leave out. Pay attention to their flow, tone, and rhythm, then adapt what fits your style. You can also learn a lot from watching great public speakers. Notice how they use pauses, facial expressions, and storytelling. They don't rush. They let their message breathe. They build connection through eye contact and authenticity. Presentation is not just about slides. It's a performance that combines art and psychology. You are guiding your audience's emotions, not just their thoughts. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize feedback. Always get feedback before presenting to your final audience. Show your slides to a friend or colleague and ask what they understood. If their takeaway matches your goal, you're on track. If not, simplify and clarify. Great presentations are built through feedback and iteration. Every revision makes your story sharper and more persuasive, and don't fear mistakes. Every time you present, you'll discover something new, maybe a better way to explain an idea or a slide that could be cleaner. Improvement comes from experience, not perfection. Over time, your storytelling, design, and delivery will all blend together naturally. So that's it for today's tutorial on professional presentation and pitch deck design. I really hope this video helps you design presentations that not only look good but inspire action. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Passive Rise and like the video if you found it great or helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll create a future video based on your questions. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.